السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. أما بعد. Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to day 22 from the live streaming about Juz Amma during the month of Ramadan on Madinah Arabic Online Tuition Center. Today, inshallah, we are dealing with one of the most beautiful surahs, one of the most beloved surahs to our hearts, which is Surah Al-Duha and Surah Al-Sharh, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. These are the two surahs, Surah Al-Duha and Surah Al-Sharh. Surah Al-Duha. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts this surah with qasam, or an oath by Al-Duha, which is the morning brightness. Al-Duha actually is the time between after the sunrise till before Al-Dhuhr, or before noon. All this is the time of Al-Duha, which is the time when the day, the light of the day is very clear and bright and strong, after the darkness of the night. So it reveals something like, indeed, the brightness of the day will come to vanish and to beat the darkness of the night. This surah was revealed after the wahy, or the revelation, ceased from coming to the Prophet ﷺ for a few nights, as in the hadith that the Prophet ﷺ was waiting for the wahy, Jibreel ﷺ, to come down for him, and it didn't come for 2 or 3 nights. And he ﷺ was very sad for this. In some narrations that he was sallallahu alaihi wasallam sick and had some illness at that time, and he sallallahu alaihi wasallam was waiting for Jibreel to come to console him and to come to support him, but he didn't come. The mushrikeen, the polytheists, they started to mock the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even the wife of Abu Lahab, she said to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Where is your friend? ما نرى صاحبك إلا قد جفاك." We think that your friend has left you and quit you. This also was very sad for this. After that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down Jibreel alayhi salam again with this portion of revelation, the revelation of Surah Ad-Duha, this beautiful surah that has very powerful meanings in its ayahs. Ad-Duha. So as we said, it starts with Ad-Duha, and by the way, it doesn't have anything related to the resurrection, but it is related to the Qur'an. The Qur'an and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We said that the theme, the general theme of the Juz is al-Ba'ath or resurrection, and the Qur'an and prophethood of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this one discusses and deals with the Qur'an and the prophethood of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. Ad-Duha, وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى, and by the night when it covers with darkness. By these two things, مَا وَدَّعَكَ رَبُّكَ وَمَا قَلَى. Your Lord hasn't taken leave of you, O Muhammad, or has he detested you? Because they said that مَا نَرَى صَامْكَ إِلَّا قَدْ جَفَاكَ, or قَدْ قَلَاكَ, that he hated you. They started to put doubts to the heart of the Prophet ﷺ. Or our Lord started to hate you now because of this, and you are in suffer, you are in suffering, and you are in illness, and he is not supporting you. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swears here by these two things that he subhanahu wa ta'ala never will leave the Prophet alayhi salatu ما ودعك ربك وما قلى, nor he detested you or hated you. وَلَلْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى, and the hereafter is better for you than the first life. Allahu Akbar. This is a very beautiful condolence from the Prophet, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to his Prophet alayhi salatu. Don't think that this dunya is everything. And we should believe deeply in this. People, subhanallah, if they are just afflicted by few things or tested by any kind of test in this dunya, they start to cry, to weep over it. But they don't think in their akhirah and in the hereafter, and that this test or this affliction is like filtration to our sins and expiation to our mistakes, to come very clean in al-akhirah in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So al-akhirah, the hereafter, is much, much, much better for us than this of life. As in the hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, إِنَّمَا الدُّنْيَا سِجْنُ الْمُؤْمِنِ وَجَنَّةُ الْكَافِرِ. الدنيا السجن. Sijn means jail. The jail, the prison of the mu'min, or the believer, is in this life. But the real Jannah for him is al-akhirah. So al-Jannah awaits in al-akhirah. وَلَسَوْفَ يُعْطِيكَ رَبُّكَ فَتَرْضَى. And this is a promise from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This surah was revealed, like in the first 3 years, the 3 years of the da'wah of the Prophet ﷺ. You know that the 3 years were the years of the level of the secret da'wah, Okay, so it means that it was very, very early in its stage. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promising His Prophet والسلام, the things indeed your Lord is going to give you, to grant you what? It's not mentioned here. To grant you everything, to grant you peace of mind, to grant you victory, to grant you success in your da'wah, to grant you everything that will satisfy you and you will be satisfied with it. And you will be satisfied. يعطيك فترضى. Same for us. We have to believe in this. Once we are afflicted by any test, just believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala definitely is going to change this situation to something that's better. Why? Why should the Prophet ﷺ believe in these things, in these promises? Because they are from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because of the many favors Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made to the Prophet ﷺ before this. أَلَمْ يَجِدْكَ يَتِيمًا فَآوَى. Didn't He find you an orphan and give you refuge? So this is one of the favors. The Prophet ﷺ was a teen and he didn't see his dad, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the sponsorship of him to his granddad. So He subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided him with a refuge and has maintained his livelihood. And after that to his uncle and so on. وَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى. And He found you lost and guided you. The Prophet ﷺ didn't have any knowledge about the Qur'an or about the prophethood or about the message or about the issues of revelation. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen him and has guided him and make him a guide himself sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So this is the best ever favor from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to his Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى. And He found you poor and made you self-sufficient by giving you a way of livelihood, whether it's like trade. And He was trading with Khadija radiallahu anha, or for Khadija radiallahu anha. So the dunya is not stable in one situation. Today I'm poor, tomorrow I'm rich. I'm like this. No one will still in one situation. Now it's different. فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ. So as long as we admit these favors from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then our duties are to be thankful, to be grateful. So as for the orphan, don't oppress. As you were orphan and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you this refuge, don't oppress any orphan. Be kind to them. وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ. As for the petitioner, don't repel him, don't annoy him, don't tell him off. As-sa'il, the questioner or the petitioner, the one that makes any petition to you. In terms of what? In terms of money or in terms of knowledge. Anyone that comes to you to ask you about money, give him. And He sallallahu alaihi wasallam never said to anyone, no, I'm not giving you. Or asking you about knowledge, about ilm, about the deen, or any issue in the deen, you have to answer him. أما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث. But as for the favor of your Lord, report it. Speak to people about the ni'mah of Allah. And this, wallahi, This is one of the most important things, one of the best ways to feel satisfaction and to get relieved from hardships and from, you know, the problems of your heart. Just to start speaking to people about the many, many blessings and the many, many favors that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed upon us. Speak to your wife, speak to your children, speak to your friends, speak to your neighbors about Allah, about the favors of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. By this you will find the peace of mind, the peace of heart. The scholars of Tafsir said that al-Ni'mah here, the most meant Ni'mah is the Qur'an. So the favor of your Lord, which is the Qur'an, reported. That's why the Prophet ﷺ, once he heard this ayah, he started, we said that this surah is revealed in the first three, or during the first 3 years of the secret level of da'wah. But once he ﷺ heard this ayah, he started talking to people about the Qur'an. Anyone that he feels that he is trustworthy and he is able to carry this da'wah or to receive this da'wah, he once he is assured, his heart is assured to him, he straight away start talking to him about the Qur'an. This is how the Prophet ﷺ was applying this ni'mah. وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. The next surah is Surah Al-Sharh, which is a continuation to the theme of the surah before it, Surah Al-Duha. We said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned few favors. أَلَمْ يَجِدْكَ يَتِيمًا فَآوَى. He found you orphan and he gave you refuge. Here, أَلَمْ نَشْرَحْ لَكَ صَدْرَكَ. Didn't we expand for you your breast, your heart? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam a wide heart. So he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was having, or he had a welcoming heart. And he had patience. And he subhanahu wa ta'ala, he expanded his heart or opened his breast physically 2 times. One time when he was a child, under the care of Halima Sa'diyah, as in the narration in the Sahih, and in the second time when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam for the journey of Al-Isra and Mi'raj. The angels came and washed the heart of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this happened physically to the Prophet ﷺ and emotionally or spiritually, that he ﷺ was having a welcoming heart. وَوَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ وِزْرَكَ. We removed from you your burden. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forgiven the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he alayhi salatu wasalam was used to pray the night prayers and stand in prayer for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for very long hours. And Aisha radiallahu anha was talking to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, why don't you relax? Why don't you take a break? Why you do that while Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forgiven you your past and future sins? He also used to say, أَفَلَا أَكُونَ عَبْدًا شَكُورًا. Why shouldn't I be a thankful slave? وَوَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ وِزْرَكَ الَّذِي أَنْقَضَ ظَهْرَكَ, which had weighed upon your back. So the burden of da'wah, or any any burden, it will have heaviness. Imam Hafs radiallahu anhu, the one that we read the Qur'an according to his selection, we say the riwayah of the dialect of Hafs and Asim. Whenever he used to recite the surah وَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ وِزْرَكَ الَّذِي أَنْقَضَ ظَهْرَكَ, used to cry and to say which burden that was heavy upon the back of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we understand from this that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has honored his Prophet alayhi salatu wasallam and supported him. And he subhanahu wa ta'ala was pushing the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam that if he has any burden or if he has any issue, if he has any concern, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is supporting him. Never mind about your burdens, never mind about your problems, never mind about the da'wah issues. We are in your back and supporting you. وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ, and raised high for you your repute. So the mention of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was raised high, and this is understood in many occasions. Whenever we say the Shahada, the statement of faith, La ilaha illallah, or Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, it's accompanied to the statement of Tawheed. Also in Adhan, whenever the Muazzin says Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, should say Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. This is elevation of raising to the reputation of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. Also in prayer, when we mention the name of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. In many occasions, this name of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was raised highly high. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. With all this, don't be sad. Don't be sad. Don't let yourself be down. No. Don't allow these problems to stop you from your way towards us. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Indeed, with hardship will be ease. Inside the hardship, you will find ease or a way out of it. إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. It's confirmed. Indeed, with hardship will be ease. And you see, the Prophet ﷺ, when he recited these ayahs, he said, لَنْ يَغْلِبَ عُسْرٌ يُسْرَيْنِ. One usr or one hardship cannot defeat two easiness. Yusrayn. The word al-usr is mentioned with alif lam, which is definite. Al-usr. So it's here, if it's with alif lam, if it is repeated, it refers to only one thing, one usr, one noun. But if it's nakira, if it's indefinite noun, it means that they are different. This is a yusr, and this is another yusr. So that's why he said, one usr cannot defeat two yusr. Okay, after this promise, what is my duty? This one says, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ. Your duty is to do this. When you have finished your duties, then you stand up for worship. Once you finish all duties, you finish everything, you conclude your actions with people, then come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Once you go home, you have to have a duty towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then stand up for worship. And this should be between you and Allah Azza wa Jal. وَإِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ فَارْغَب. And to your Lord direct the lunging. Just look forward to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be humble and be in need to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the meaning that is in Surah Al-Fatiha, إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. So you need to have ibadah, tansab, and ibadah to stand up for worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to take the assistance of Allah Azza wa Jal to help you in this. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us all and accept from us our siyam and our qiyam and our recitation of the Qur'an, and grant us all the blessing and the reward of the night of Al-Qadr. Ameen. And make all of us from al-Utaqa min al-Niran, those who are freed from the hellfire. Ameen. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.